Now, if you were to tell my dad that he couldn't do something, he would basically either do one of two things, and that would be either to say, leave it with me, and he'd find a way to do it, or he would say, watch me, and smile politely. So a few years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, I told him at the dinner table, I said, I'm going to take the Supra to Uluru. And he's like, no you won't. And then I just smiled at him, and I said, watch me. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, he had a heart attack and didn't make it. And that was one of the universe's lessons, I guess, to kind of remind me and everyone else around us that you don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I mean, we might not get tomorrow, we might not get the next hour, who knows. Point is, you got to do everything while you can, and he was really big on sticking to your word and keeping promises. That being said, whether he can be here or not, a promise is a promise. So, welcome to Supra to Uluru.
First recording of the trip from HMAS Prawn Trawler. Definitely out of my comfort zone here, these 4 lanes Sydney traffic. I'm looking forward to getting out and getting Matt and Maddie out and seeing a bit of red dirt. Just proving everyone that said we couldn't do it wrong, basically.
Our first stop for the trip was Balranald, a remote town about 9 hours away. We started off okay, but it didn't take too long for the Supra to make some noise.
Supra's broken down. Prawn Trawler's charging. I'm gonna fix it. In a garden, it's making a fair bit of noise. So I came up with the bright idea of running a tyre plug, just as a little bit of a spacer, a little bit of rubber silencing. Silenced.
As for me, we're replacing the cable tie again because this keeps scrubbing and ripping the cable ties off. So we're hearing this sound. We were worried it was something on the roof, but everything's tight on the roof. I thought it might be a little shield that I had made, but it's not. Nothing looks like it's hanging from the front. We hoped we sorted it when we pulled over, but no go. 3 hours in out of 10 days. You could say things are going well. We decided to leave the noise until the next stop because we couldn't find anything loose, and then came across a winery called Barambula Wines. We couldn't see much over the hills as we entered, but when we did, it was worth the stop. We met their dog Taco, who greeted us as soon as we got out of the cars, and then we got into a wine tasting and took in the scenery. One of the things we learnt about was the story of Captain Moonlight, but Janszens thought his story was better.
I was angry before, now I'm happy.
Now you're wappy.
Wacky wife, wacky life.
Fucking hell.
Righto, so we just heard about Captain Moonlight. It just reminded me about some Cook family history. Much better bushranger, Captain Thunderbolt, around the Uralla, even out to Vasey, back in Maitland region. His right-hand man was William Monkton, who was my grandmother's great uncle. And Billy Monkton was Captain Thunderbolt's right-hand man. And there's some stories through the Cook family that there's a letter in the family somewhere who says who Captain Thunderbolt actually is, because no one knows.
Oh, maybe you're Captain Thunderbolt.
No, I'm Captain Lightning.
Captain Lightning. What's this? What's the recipe to this?
Ham, cheese, spinach and sriracha. Wholemeal Helga's bread.
And how is it? 6 out of 24.
No, 8.
8
out of 14.
Oh, not bad, not bad. Taco, what do you
Taco
reckon?
doesn't like the greens.
Taco just wants the sauce. You have a taco.
It's my friend.
Oh, I did not actually.
We sorted the issue. We've just gone to a winery, found that the rear bumper had held on by one clip. It was actually just loose and flapping on the bottom section of the rear bumper. That's been cable tied on. Cable ties fixing JDM cars since forever.
We'd forgotten camping chairs, so we quickly stopped at Wagga Bunnings and got some. Night was about to set in, and although we said we wouldn't be doing much night driving, it turned out that this was one of many late night drives.
We're on the Sturt Highway. We've got 3 hours to go until we would get to the hotel, and it is dark. We've left it a bit too late, but it is what it is. We are about 10 minutes from the hotel. It has been foggy, cold, and dark. Not long to go. Day one is almost over. Get all the dead bugs off. Still got coolant. Penguin approved. Check the old oil. Don't have a rag on me. Use the pants. That's why they're work pants. And as you can see here, 2J has used no oil at all. Premium oils. HKS oil by Yakuza. Power steering usually goes down. But you know what? Power steering has been slowly leaking for about the whole 11 years I've had the car. All that means is that it's just constantly new fluid. So this is the HKS oil filter.
How long is it?
How long is it? Oh, it's not that big.
No.
A quick check over the cars, a nice country breakfast, and we were ready to head out for the morning to reach Port Augusta. But obviously not without a few stops along the way again. Someone say another wine tasting too?
Oh, this fingered me sponge. How's your first matchstick?
Pretty
There's a lot
fantastic.
of fire in you.
I feel something rising.
Is that a
Your
matchstick
stomach?
in your pants, or you happy to see me?
Day 2. 3. Day 2. I think it's 2. Who knows? Let's go. Maddie's in the car with Janszens up ahead, so now I get some peace and quiet. I'm kidding. Now we are on the way to Port Augusta. We're now starting to see a little bit more dry land. Still plenty of greenery around. Unfortunately, plenty of dead wildlife. We drove past a Porsche Cayenne. Whole front left side was caved in, parked on the side of the road with its hazards. It's a shame. It happens, but it's a shame. As I've said plenty of times, I am terrified of the Oodnadatta Track. I'm actually really not confident about it at all. So I'll say this now, it might be okay, but it might not be okay. And that's something I'm full well and ready to understand. It's just that I hope we have enough to rectify anything that comes up, if it does come up.
Copy, wife of the Penguin.
Copy.
Your voice got deeper. But anyway, wife of the Penguin, can you comment on the comfort of the Prawn Trawler?
Hello, I'm the wife of the Penguin. The Prawn Trawler has heating, so 10,000 times more comfy.
And how does it ride in the bumps?
It rides pretty good. I probably have a better driver, so you know, take that what you will.
Oh, right in the fields.
It wouldn't be your work if I didn't get you right in the field.
We have crossed the border. We are in Victoria. Woohoo!
We're in Mildura, a beautiful country town built on citrus. So as we're driving into Mildura, you see lots of oranges and mandarins for sale on the side of the road. Massive, massive orchards. It's massively built up. It's absolutely stunning. You're seeing all these beautiful new homes. We're in the main street here. It's a beautiful country town.
I did say another winery, didn't I?
We just finished up at a winery called the Oak Valley Estate. Beautiful little Italian-run winery. Our next stop is for lunch. We should be there within half an hour to an hour. Man, this place is beautiful. There's nothing built up, a lot of greenery. The air feels cleaner to breathe. The sky just goes on forever because there's nothing blocking it.
Can't bring fruit across the South Australian border.
Oh, where is it?
I just saw the sign.
Does the wine count as fruit?
Oh, I saw the buyer has the van go the other way.
It's starting to feel... Hey.
Here we have Janszen at the Rock. Maddie is... Hang on.
It's so much smaller, and it's actually a basaltic intrusion. It's got a really funny erosional pattern where it's pebbles.
And we got here a lot faster, didn't we, than we expected?
Yeah,
I thought there were still a few days left in it.
I must have drove in my sleep.
Maddie has lost her balance while holding a stick.
You look like proper auntie out there sitting in the dirt.
This is my rock. You shall not part.
All right, let's head off to South Australia.
Oh, we're going racing.
We are going through the border. See if Janszens gets through.
I just need to do a quarantine check. You're not carrying any fruit and vegetables or plants on board?
No.
Alright, so any eskies or anything?
No.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.
Cool, thanks.
See ya.
See ya. Port Augusta is somewhere in the likes of 3 hours away.
Oh, he's caught up now, but darling.
We've got Janszens who needs glasses, conveniently getting the Specsavers glass.
Yeah, as I can't see because my glasses are in the car. No
Outside, you'll
advertisement.
notice very capable Toyota and a Prawn Trawler.
My rim's bigger than your tyres. It almost looks bigger.
Almost.
I don't have my glasses on.
Could be wrong. We are about half an hour out of Port Augusta. I think we've done very well today. We'll actually be able to have a few drinks tonight and actually wind down, unlike last night, which was too fast.
Morning. Do you guys want to see something really, really funny? This is something really, really funny. Look at this head. You're the head. Here's the boss.
What?
Actually, just the boss of this trip. I'm the boss in real life.
These guys still think the plank's off the
I need to stay fresh.
I'm going to play in the Premier League one day.
The disabled Premier League.
We're in Port Augusta. Maddie's back in the car.
Hi.
It is very fresh, but I'm
It's
doing
f***ing cold. I'm in a full jumper and like hoodie and puffer, and this guy is in a f***ing t-shirt.
Ah, it feels beautiful. Icy, but beautiful.
T-shirt courtesy of Yakuza Motorsports. We're going to breakfast.
Yeah,
and
we're
if
going.
you're from Sydney, you know Mamalu's chili oil is the best. Not sponsored, but we found Mamalu's cafe.
A different Mamaloo. Today we're going to get to William Creek Hotel, and that'll be our first half of the Oodnadatta Track done. We passed the sign that said welcome to the Outback, so we're finally in the Outback, I guess. I forgot to pack the clothes for Tallyweiroo. So we bought ourselves a jacket and a puffy vest.
I got 2 skivvies, and I also bought my auntie a leopard print puffer jacket.
With Port Augusta out of the way, our next stop was the William Creek Hotel. Now that meant that the Oodnadatta Track was coming up.
This is what I wanted the Supra to look like. I really did want this. But I wanted like a full expensive thing, but that was never going to happen.
This is made out of scrap metal, found at the dump. Well, it's going to get roof racks and a winch bar soon. I'm going to throw a rear locker in it too. I want to make it keep up with my mate's twin lock flux. He's got an LM106.
That'll be
pilot.
easy, mate. Got a Toyota back on.
Hey, you and you're just holding together over there.
Mate, that's an Isuzu with a Holden back.
Oh yeah.
They're 26-inch tyres, full muddies, SG Forester suspension. So the rears are a SF spring with a Impreza top hat. The beauty of the Subarus is everything just
Interchangeable.
Yeah, it's also going to get a snorkel.
Surely just out of poly pop.
I've thought about it, but I can get an MK
Yeah, right.
snorkel to fit. So
Yeah,
it's
sweet.
fits, but I have a lot of space.
Yeah.
Don't have a lot of space.
Yeah,
You're telling that to a Supra? No.
Yeah, whenever something gets picked up on the way, oh,
Yeah,
Janszens just whack
Definitely
this.
going to
Yeah, that's the way.
There are limits. We need to survive the Oodnadatta Track somehow.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, you're taking down the Uno track. Oh,
we need to,
geez.
if it dies, we'll drag it with that.
Well,
Or if
as long
that
as it's
dies,
got-
we'll drag it with a Toyota.
Most people wouldn't be crazy enough to do that to a
Yeah.
Mark IV
Exactly.
because of the price.
Surprise.
Don't tell your insurance that.
We met our friend Lachlan. He's got a lifted Subaru Impreza. Got a lot of things you wouldn't expect attached to it. I like it. It goes against normal. I'm a big fan of it. Normal's boring. Oh, it's another dead root. Another dead root. Okay, we've seen 4 dead roos in the past minute.
Just a short little trip down this beautiful gravel road and we'll be at Maree.
As the sign says, the tracks are open, so we've had good weather. Don't know if Supra's going to be okay for most of it, but we'll give it a go. So we're finally going to see a little bit of dirt, and this whole off-road Supra business is going to finally be off-road. And the trawler?
Mate, the trawler's first time on road. No, it's been going alright. Had a little bit of overheating there, but you just turn the
Seriously?
heater. Yeah, just coming up the hills because I was doing 120,
Oh,
and it was actually a bit of an incline, so it wasn't overheating. It was just getting warm.
Oh no,
So you just
okay.
turn your heater on, cools it down,
Oh.
windows down, and just ignore the UHF because you can't hear it. But
Ah.
we're, where we are now is actually a sunny, beautiful place called Olympic Dam.
Anyway.
This is my special interest. I'm a geologist, so Olympic Dam gives me a bit of a hard on. Is that a driller? One of the world's largest uranium deposits, awesome mining for the area, BHP owned. Look, Land Cruisers are doing it, so your Toyota should be able to.
If a Toyota can do it, a Toyota can do it. That's it, let's get into it.
Let's go eat some meters.
Let's eat some meters. See how we go.
Righto, we're finally on some red dirt. We've just gone past the Olympic Dam, just been eating meters, enjoying the outlook, and I thought better spin a bit of a yarn. Just going through Olympic Dam there, through their tenement boundary. You can see where all that good BHP safety and money's gone out. No corrugations, beautifully smooth. It was good to see the brothers in arms of exploration out there, punching some holes in dirt. Couple of sand big rigs, exploration geo turning up late. Like always, after he's been in the office all day having his coffees, ready to go back and log some core in the afternoon. As soon as that BHP tenement ends, it's just corrugations, rough, bouncing around. But Supra seems to be going alright, he's not falling too far behind, so we'll see how he goes the rest of the way when we actually get onto the track.
Janszens loves a good old drill rig. He feels like he's at work. So we're on a very smooth off-road track. It is not the Oodnadatta Track, to my understanding. You should go make friends with him. hope the tires hold on. Great. Alright. This is but look at this smile for now. Alright, it's smooth. Stay smooth, please. Oh, Oodnadatta's gonna be if the bad section is, as they say, from William Creek to Oodnadatta, I just hope it's not any worse than that. Yeah, I'm concerned. That is terrifying and awesome. 10 of 10 experience, 11 of 10 would recommend. Unless you're sane, then you shouldn't do it. But if you're slightly insane, yeah, do it.
Slightly?
Jump! Woohoo! I don't like the sound of that, Janszens. What the f? It was definitely going to be bad, but I feel so bad for the car, eh?
Is this four-wheel drive action? Because that seemed like a carry-on. I thought it was alright.
Dials on the top, and you just adjust it from the dial. Just going to drop the pressure a little bit.
All you ladies and gentlemen out there, I've got something to teach you. A little bit of redneck ingenuity you mightn't heard about. I'll show you how you turn a bottle cap into a duck call. Are you ready?
What's it going to do?
Turn a bottle cap into a duck call. You ready for this?
Yep.
Calling all ducks. Calling all ducks. Look at them coming in.
So we're just dropping the tyres. They are really high, to be honest. It's going to give us a little bit more comfort, and it's going to save the car's life. They say we should drop them to 25, but now I'm going to see what 30 does. I just wanted to see what it was like before we dropped them compared to when we dropped them. And we've dropped the suspension down 5 clicks. That's as soft as we can be in the back end. We haven't got any punctures yet, and we're just trying not to get any.
All the fanboys are so upset.
Oh, the fanboys are JC was It is softer, but it's still so I hope the suspension holds up. I hope the wheel bearings hold up.
Did you bring spare?
I've got spare stuff. I just hope the ball joints hold on. I don't have them. I don't have control arms with me. But we should probably try and find them on Marketplace if they're local. Look at this better. But I just want to go down to 25 just in case.
I told you to do it at the time.
I just wanted to see how bad it was. Hey. We've dropped the tyre pressures now to 24 at the back, 26 at the front. It's more so to protect the suspension rather than us. How many launches will a Mantic clutch take? these crossings. Ah! That one wasn't too bad. When thinking about it, we might actually be on the Oodnadatta Track, or at least a section of the Oodnadatta Track that I didn't know existed. It has said Oodnadatta Track a couple of times, so I mean, I think it actually might be.
We're about to go on the Oodnadatta Track.
Yeah.
But why is Mari one way and William Creek the other way? Have you stuffed up?
No, we just turned onto it too early before getting to Mari.
So we're on the Oodna.
We're on the Oodna. But I think we were supposed to get onto a different road to end up at Mari, and we would be crossing across there.
Although it wasn't our official destination, it was a relief to see a sign heading to William Creek Hotel. A simple wrong turn had us end up halfway through the track. It just meant that we were closer to our destination. All was fine up until this point, but what happens ahead wasn't as great. Nonetheless, we took our photos and Janszens had one of his famous beer talks, then headed out, but not before having a little bit of fun.
As promised, I have taken my top off-road trophy from Beat the Blue to the Outback. The mighty Prawn Trawler is the only reason I have any confidence on this trip.
He's got more confidence in it than I do, mate. I've got more confidence in the Supra at the moment.
Well, the Supra nearly lost its racks. The back rack was actually loose. It had shifted across from all the corrugations, and it was resting on the paint instead of the pad that I had.
Word on the street is, though, after this trip, it's getting painted in premium Colorado gunmetal grey in honour of its big sister that's escorted it through the desert.
Maybe we could wrap it.
At least the bonnet. We'll just put like a little hashtag prawn trawler on the front bumper somewhere. We'll go to a roll racing event. Prawn trawler roll racing. It'd be so slow. Oodnadatta Track.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Powered by Thailand and Japan.
The 4J and the 2J.
Doesn't get better than that, ladies and gentlemen.
Maddie's
they
scared of the
fucked off.
emus that have left. They're just chilling there, see in the bush? There.
Yeah, just here.
Look at them.
See, this really is their land.
Yeah. We're doing a little bit of a beer chat.
Well, we should have done a few more of them because I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a bit of a cicerone in me beers.
Yeah.
Brew me own, drink me own, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
So Cooper's Brewery, it's one of the last Australian-owned large breweries. A lot of them have been bought out by Lion Group as well as Asahi. So basically Coca-Cola. Don't blame them, I'd sell my brewery if Asahi came knocking. Cooper's XBA here, the purple can. I think it came out about a year and a half ago. Been on the scene since then. Fruity up front, bit of finish. It's let's have a look at the colour. Nice and light. I don't know if the GoPro caught that, we'll go slow-mo. I think it is the quintessential drink for washing down this dry Aussie bull dust. Cooper's, it's a beer for me.
Yes. Between Murray and the William Creek Hotel. Ooh, that's a bad sound. We're going over more corrugations. We just went to Lake Eyre. It looks like an ocean in the middle of the desert. You realise how far inland you are, and then you think, why is there an ocean? Whoop, that was bad. I think my exhaust fell off. Exhaust came off the car. That's straight off the middle. It's come off. I need to look under it. The exhaust fell off the car. Here it is.
So, the exhaust fell off. We went over a dip and it got caught underneath. It's ripped the exhaust straight from under the car. It's fine. We just need another V-band clamp. I can't use it for now because the clamp is in 2 pieces. I wouldn't really have a problem with this, but the thing is, it's facing the diff. I'm just trying to find a solution to kind of mount something to the exhaust, like a shield, to face down, and then I'll leave it. That's my only plan right now, and we are running out of daylight to do that. All good? Yeah. We're good.
If Jansen's not coming home with us, how are we going to get the exhaust home?
Oh, roof rack. It'll fit. Just got to get that little curve around here.
Yeah, so it actually points down. Oh, we didn't have enough time to do this.
Well, you better work quickly.
I think it's going to work.
Your exhaust hangers are heaps long. Is that normal?
No, this is fully custom. He's put these arms across.
Wow.
This is the last grand idea you're having.
It's a fantastic idea, and you know it.
Was it though? There was always this risk.
So, that's the fun part. Think about how much complaining the purists are going to do. Look at this. This is fantastic.
The exhaust is gone. Oh, we also lost the protective under tray, which kind of scares me. The sump is no longer protected. This car is loud. Well, that is insane. Now we have a straight pipe. What I've done is I've simply put a shield facing the road. It's going to deflect the heat. That's the best I could do. We definitely had to sacrifice that under tray. I don't even know what to think or say right now. All I'd want to do now is make it to the corrugations, darkness. Oodnadatta Track in the dark is awesome! This light bar is getting more use than I thought it was going to get. Oh, I'm going to slow right down for this. Not running over that at pace speed anymore. Yeah. This is a pretty intense experience. I don't think I'm ever going to be this scared and excited at the same time in my life in this car. We've been lucky enough, it's been smooth enough, some corrugations, but it hasn't been that violent. I do not know how far William Creek is. I do not know how long that we have to keep going for. Mate, I could go for a beer now. Windows down, 100 k's an hour, dirt road, exhaust ripped off. I can only see the tail lights of the car that is probably a couple of 100 meters away from me. That is Janszen, and Maddie is in that car. Believe me, if she was in this car, she would be panicking.
We made it to William Creek Hotel. William Creek Hotel is the only place that is open and that exists in the middle of the Oodnadatta Track. Inside, you'll find postcards, photos, and signatures, and everything else weird and wonderful on the walls and on the ceiling from people that come through over the years. I'm glad we got there in time to still actually make dinner before the kitchen closed, because we were running really late. The car was also so loud that when I put it away, the guy next door came out to check what all the racket was. A little bit soft if you ask me, but still, I didn't want to annoy anyone when it's the only place to stay in town.
Hello
MTV, welcome to my crib.
Or was the Supra more comfortable?
The man wants the Red Bull.
Oh, it's just shot, it's jizzed on me.